we are here on Hubbs's allotment. You can tell that because of Hubert. And we came up yesterday and we removed the plastic that was down here. We had some of this black plastic down on this bed, which is about to get all changed. And it was down for about 4.5, 5 months. And I'm quite pleased with how it's looking, to be honest. So the plan is that this long side here, right, back up. Originally, this bed went all the way down there, but that is now our neighbour's allotment. So it's been cut in half, and the plan is we're going to use some of this wood to make it into a smaller bed coming down here, leaving this area here where we're going to put down some pallet collars. So we got the pallet collars beginning of last week, and we've took the plastic down to the house, and that's where we're going to put them, like this. And I got to play with a hammer and cover them, because we have found using staples doesn't work so good. So this area is going to come up, and this bed will come along here, and then we're going to have the pallet collars all down there. And we've got some cardboard, and we're going to be putting that down, and the first 2 pallet collars. So let's crack on. I had originally hoped to use this plastic sheeting over on my allotment once Hubbs was finished with it, but he decided that what he really wanted to do was cover the pallet collars with the sheeting to help with longevity, really. This is actually a damp-proof membrane that we got, I think probably from Screwfix. Honestly, not sponsored by Screwfix, just seemed to spend a huge amount of my money there. And we'll cut it up, put it down on his allotment. It's done its job there, and we now brought it down to our back garden to cut it up and position it and attach it to the wooden parts of the pallet collars that we'd bought. When it came to attaching it, after we'd cut it up, I got some of the clout nails that are used for putting roofing felt onto roofs. Nice, big, broad bit to hit with the hammer, and I got stuck in. It might look like Hubbs is not doing much here. He's actually holding the pallet collar up so that I can do the hammering. I was feeling a bit out of sorts this day, so he very kindly stood back and allowed me to attack things with the hammer. My lines started off a bit wonky, but I did start getting them straighter towards the end. It was then back round to his allotment with the cardboard to spread it across the ground and use that as a barrier to keep the weeds down while we sort this all out. I was really happy that we were able to get a bunch of cardboard boxes from the local supermarkets, which just would have ended up going into a compactor, and they were more than happy for us to take them away. Then it was a case of positioning 2 of the pallet collars, the ones that we'd now covered, and playing around with them a little bit to see where we were going to put them. These were originally going to go on a different part of the bed, where I indicated right at the beginning of the video, but our neighbour had popped up to his allotment and we had a bit of a chat, and as a result of that the plan changed. I'll explain that later in another video, but that's why we were using these pallet collars on a different part to see what Hubs wanted, really. It's great to be able to just put them down and, you know, think, oh, is this gap big enough for us to walk down in between? Do we want them closer? Do we want them wider? It's, you know, it's all well and good drawing stuff out, but you just can't beat placing stuff out and then being able to walk around it. Or at least I think you can't anyway. You might disagree. That's fine. And I made myself a planner. So this one's mine. Obviously, that's my name. Hubs has his own one with his name on, and I did a different design on here for him because, well, that one's a little bit girly, let's be honest. And, you know, he doesn't want to be girly, so he's got his own design on the front. And let's just open it up. I've created some pages where I can put information about different plants in, sowing schedule, month by month, some space for planning out my beds, and then I've done monthly planning sheets, notes, obviously, weekly sheets where I've got to-do lists for myself and everything. So I've done that for the whole year. I didn't do January because, well, it's already February, so why waste the paper? And then at the back, when we get past December, I've got myself a seed ordering page. So as I'm going through the year, if I think next year I really want to try whatever, I can write them down here for myself, and then some more notes. And then I have put the whole thing together. I've done it in a ring binder so it can lie flat. Normally on a cover like this, I would put some protective plastic, but I'm all out. I couldn't find any. So I thought, well, I'll just do them like this. And I did one for me and I did one for Ian, which of course leads me on to the mass frustration with this weather, which is the seeds. Oh my, the seeds. I can't plant anything yet because I need to repair the potting shed. I need to get the greenhouse all sorted. And I mean, it's been sleet today. I'm not going to go down there in sleet. It's not going to be good for my health. Anyway, I have some seeds. I'm going to share some seeds with you. I haven't planted them yet, but I'm going to share them. Hold on. Okay, so these seeds are the ones that Hubs has ordered from Chilton Seeds. He's very excited about them. And the plan is that we are going to, oh, there she come. We're going to share them. So what have we got? We have got onions. I love a pickled onion. I really, really do. We did actually find some of this variety, which is the Paris Silver Skin, in the polytunnel. That's the word I was looking for. The polytunnel on his allotment when he took it over. but we have no idea how long they've been there or whether or not they'll be any good or anything like that. So we did decide to buy some. He bought some gherkins because he likes gherkins, and you know, we had said we would only buy things that both of us like, and I hate them, but he likes them, so we have gherkins. Cucamelon, I don't think he's grown this before, but I know he's grown melons and things, so he's bought himself some of that. Yeah. Then when we were looking through the seed catalogue, which the Chiltern seed catalogue, by the way, is absolutely beautiful, he came across this. Yeah, spaghetti, vegetable spaghetti plant thing. So yeah, he couldn't resist. He couldn't resist. More onions. We're going to have so many onions, it's going to be unreal. Leek, good old Musselburgh variety. He bought some peanut seeds. Yeah, it's so some of these things are stuff that we really, really want to grow because we know we're going to eat them, and other stuff is just for fun. This one definitely goes in the just for fun pile. What else have we got? We have Kelvedon Wonder Peas. I've grown these before. Fabulous, love them. Can't beat homegrown peas. And then we've got white mustard, which the plan is we're going to use that as a oh, I've forgotten the name. How embarrassing. You know, where you put it down specifically to cover the ground, and then you sort of dig it in type thing, as opposed to a proper crop, in inverted commas. Salad. Can't go wrong with some salad. Chia, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not honestly sure if it's chia or kia or whatever. Anyway, got some of that. Quinoa. That one, oh God, honestly, the first time I went to the shop to try and get that, I did not, I made a refill of myself trying to pronounce that. And some beetroot, funky disco beets. Got to be done. So those ones have all come from Chiltern Seeds, and they have been purchased. They were purchased last month, and these we have bought from Chiltern Seeds before, and we've always been very, very happy, and they do come very highly recommended. So looking forward to sowing them. Now, the next pile. These ones I am less confident about because they came from the seed swap that down at the potato day, and the dates are not as good. I mean, the date on this sealed 2024. Yeah, okay. So we've got tomato. I fancy trying some little tiny tomatoes. So that one worked out great. Chives, lettuce mix. This one apparently is straight off the So Northern allotment, and they absolutely love this. Well, I'm going to have some sunflowers, obviously. We've got Moneymaker, good old Moneymaker, tomato, coriander, and basil. What's the date on that one? That one's December 2025, so, you know, there's a good chance that that is absolutely going to be fine. And they came from the seed swap. Then I had a surprise. A friend gifted me all of these. Apparently they got them at Chelsea a couple of years ago, or bought them for Chelsea or something. So I don't know, there was something to do with Chelsea. And they're not going to be used, so they just gave them to me. I mean, these best before December 2025, so we are, you know, slightly out of that, but I'm still gonna give these a go. We've got red flowered, scarlet runner bean, French beans. I've never grown French beans. I'm not even sure if I've ever eaten a French bean. I probably have. Climbing French beans. Put those there. I'm not presenting this very professionally, am I? making a real pig's ear out of it. We've got sweet pea mix. What's the date on these? Same. I think they're all the same date. Sweet Williams. I adore Sweet Williams. I absolutely do. My grandfather, who was actually called William, used to grow these in his garden, and I really associate them with him, and I absolutely adore them. China Asters, more Sweet William. I should probably group them, shouldn't I? China Aster, more China Aster. This says it's the American mix. So it's multiple packs of the same things. Sea Lavender. A Cosmos mix. Can't go wrong with some Cosmos. More Sea Lavender. More China Aster. Cornflowers. I do like cornflowers. They're lovely. More sweet peas. And more Garden Cosmos, and this last one is Snapdragons. Now, just as I associate the Sweet William with my grandfather, I associate Snapdragons with my other grandmother, if you see what I mean. Not grandfather William's wife, but the other set. Because she used to grow them in her garden. And interestingly, my mum hated them for exactly the same reason. Yeah. So I'm going to go through all of these, and I'm going to work out what gets... I'm saying air a lot today. I'm really sorry. I'm tired. So what I'm... Oh, this is a seed tape. Oh, cool. I'm going to go through them all. I'm going to work out what gets planted when, and then I'm going to start filling my planner in and try and hold my patience, because once again, the weather is awful. Welcome to 2026. I think this is going to be the year of rain and flood at this rate. But at least I've got my nice new planner, and I can go through all of these and start getting organised, and then I'll decide where to go from there. But as I'm sure you know, if you'd like to follow along, please, like, comment, subscribe. I have heard people say they've had success with out-of-date seeds. I think it depends a lot on how they're stored, etc. But I'm going to give them a go, and I will see you again next week. Take care, my friends. Bye.